How's your golf game? Were you planning on going to the beach? Probably not. I'm here to inform you of 6 easy steps to improve your golfing game so that bad shots look something more like this. Start with head down, feet shoulders width apart. Step 1. Shift weight to rear leg and begin backswing. Step 2. Front arm extended, back arm tucked in. Step 3. Club shaft parallel to the ground. Step 4. Begin follow through and weight distribution. Step 5. Swing through the ball and break wrists. Step 6. Complete your follow through by turning your hips and body, constantly keeping your head down until necessary to move. Let's take a look at a full swing from the side view. Notice how all 6 steps are used for an effective swing. Now take a look at the same swing from a front angle. And once again from behind. If these 6 steps are followed and practiced regularly, soon you'll be hitting shots like this.
How to get a good stretch before your morning run. It is very important to stretch, especially your legs, before you start to run. So hey, come back! To start, you'll have to find a good space. You should always stretch standing up first. Stand with your legs open. Try to touch your right, and then try to touch your left toes. Then reach for the middle. Don't bounce, and don't bend your knees. This exercise will stretch your hamstrings. Sometimes, some kind of stretches require a little more help, so just use a fellow runner. They're usually very friendly people. This stretches your thigh muscle. You can also use something like a log to help you stretch. In this case, you're stretching your calf muscles. Now you're ready for the floor. With your legs open, reach to the right, to the left, and then to the middle. This stretches your hamstrings and your calves together. And the last exercise you need to do are the hurlers. So do them once to each side. And you know what? You're done. So get up, shake it off, and you're ready to go. See ya!
Are you tired of going to parties where they serve the same old beer? Well, lay back with the taste of the island. First, you start off with a shot of Malibu. Add a little cranberry juice. Then sit back and enjoy. But be careful, because you don't want to run into this guy. So cheers. Let's toast to a night to remember. Maybe Malibu, a little taste of the islands.
It looks like you need to change your oil. First, lift your hood and locate your oil cap. That oil doesn't look good. You definitely need an oil change. Get a jack and slide it underneath the car, right behind the front wheel. Begin to jack the car up and make sure it's sturdy and safe so the car doesn't fall. Once the car is jacked up safely, it's time to go underneath and start to work. With an oil pan directly underneath the tank, loosen the cap with a wrench. Then hand loosen the oil cap and take it off, letting the oil drain into the pan. While the oil is draining, you have time to change your oil filter. It is located underneath the front of your car. Remove the old one and replace it with a new one that is the right make for your car. Once it is in place, it's time to put the cap back on the oil tank. Hand tighten it first, then tighten it with a wrench. Make sure it's tight enough so it doesn't leak. Now you are done working underneath the car, and it's time to let the jack down. Make sure to keep the jack steady and let the car down easy so it doesn't slip. Now it's time to pour the new oil into the tank. Make sure you choose a brand of oil that is right for your car. Take off the oil cap underneath the hood and start pouring the new oil into your tank. Use as many bottles as necessary to fill it up. When you're done, you can place the cap back on the tank and tighten it. You have now successfully changed your oil and are ready to hit the highways.
He's up and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead. Go speed racer, go speed racer, go speed racer, go!
A great way to learn how to smoke a cigar is to read a book, such as The Cigar Companion. First, you clip the cigar. Then you light it by using either a lighter or a match. Next, hold the cigar horizontally and light it until the end is charred. Put the cigar in your mouth and draw in while lighting and turning it. Finally, gently blow on the end to make sure it's burning evenly. Cigars should be smoked slowly. They should not be puffed on too frequently or inhaled. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
When New York City firefighters get their call of duty, they often have to literally drop whatever it is they're doing to get themselves ready to help those in need. The firefighters have a lot of gear to put on, or rather throw on, and only precious seconds to do so. But let's go back a bit and explain what exactly is going on here. Normally, the other men in blue wear a uniform of fireproof shirt and pants. When the bell sounds, it informs those firefighters on duty that they have a run and must speed to the next fire, accident, or emergency, but first they must don their gear. The first order of duty is to step into the boots and pull up the attached bunker pants. Then comes the fire coat. Next is the fire retardant hood. Finally, the fireman puts on his helmet with his company and badge numbers, and they are ready to go.
Look at all this laundry. First, we get some of our friends and start our long walk to Poida. In this video, I will show you how we do laundry in the fraternity house. We do this because in our fraternity house, we only have one washer and dryer for all of us. Now that we have arrived, we can start doing our laundry. The first step is to put our laundry down. Then, after we set the washer and pour 1 cup of our laundry detergent in the washing machine, we can start loading our clothes. When all our clothes are in, we can shut the top and wait. After the washer is done, we can then take all of our clothes and put them into the dryer. When the dryer is full, we set it and wait. After about an hour, our laundry is dry. We can then take our laundry out of the dryer and put it in our basket. When our basket is full, we can then take our long walk back to the fraternity house. This concludes my video on how we do laundry in the fraternity.
Welcome to Rider University's Alumni Gymnasium. This is the Rider Broncos small forward and co-captain Greg Burston. Greg is a senior at Rider, and today he will be showing you the mechanics that are necessary to shoot an effective jump shot. As you can see, Greg's shot is perfect for displaying these mechanics, and he is also the 5th leading scorer in Rider men's basketball history. When Greg shoots, notice the arc and rotation that he puts on the ball. Also notice how he keeps his body square to the basket while shooting. The jump shot is the most important weapon in the player's arsenal. Keep your shoulders square to the basket and follow through. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. Keep your feet square to the basket and have them land in their original position. Also, keep your shoulders square to the basket and release the ball at the top of your jump. Follow through to give your ball a slight backspinning motion. Follow these simple steps and who knows what you may achieve.
Hello and welcome to the Rider Pool. Our subject today is diving, and today I'm going to show you how to do the perfect dive. Jennifer Weldon will be our expert diver, and she'll show us the dives. There are two different kinds of boards. The first is the 3-meter board, which is the higher of the two, and it's about equal to 10 feet in the air. The second is the 1-meter board. It's about equal to 3 feet off the water, and that's the one that we will focus on today. Say hi to Jen. The first step is making the diving sheet so that the judges know what dive you're going to do. You begin at the top by putting your name, the name of the meet, the school that you're going to dive for, and the date. Then you put the number of the dive that has been established by the NCAA. Next, you put the name of the dive, which in this case is a forward dive. You put the first letter of the position of the dive that you're going to do in this column. In this case, a P for pike. Finally, you put the degree of difficulty in this column. You multiply your score by this number at the end of the meet. You begin by squaring yourself on the board. You then take 4 steps toward the end of the board. On the 4th step, you do a hurdle, then you jump and do the dive. Notice how she swings her arms and uses her body weight to press the board. Notice how her toes get very close to the end of the board. This helps to get spring. Also note how close together her legs and her feet are. From this angle, you can see how square and symmetrical her arm swing is. Notice how tight her pike is and how she touches her toes. Finally, the entry is tight-bodied and straight. By following these steps, you are assured to get perfect 10s by all the judges every time, and you will be a very happy diver.
In basketball, many people believe that the free throw is the easiest shot to make. But without proper form and fundamentals, it can be an extremely difficult task. So here are some basic tips to help you become a better free throw shooter. First, place your dominant side foot on the center line with the basket, and your other foot shoulder width apart and slightly behind. Next, take the ball and place it in your fingertips, not your palm. This will give you better touch and control of the shot. As you bring the ball up, keep your elbow in to create an L shape, pointing straight towards the basket. You get your strength from your legs, so bend down to store the energy and release to push the ball towards the net. As you follow through your shot, your arm should be fully extended and you should be leaning towards the basket. Make sure your wrist is pointing down. This will give you rotation and touch. When you put all these steps together, it makes the shot look pretty easy.
But it's a whole different story when the game's on the line and thousands of people are screaming for you to miss.